Okay. Okay, these are cool looking. Albedo. So is there any drivers back here? Ports. It's really. What about some country?
Right now, we are just streaming, so I don't
Just
have
streaming.
On the shift they call the Destiny. On the coast of
We had one of Bob's devices step up, but we just had to return that to him. So
Okay.
the sun seems. There are nights on the watch, they're steering. There's much to where you could not see. Funny, I remember drinking with you. But where are you and me? After all these mended hearts are broken by this tattoo, we will sail for weather fairer and a chance for better.
Albedo, what is their pedigree? Where do they come from?
they're Italian.
Italian? Okay. And they're using Accuton
Yeah.
and the diamond tweeter?
Diamond tweeter, full ceramic medley.
Okay.
They're constrained by cabinets and they're a transmission line.
Transmission line. Oh.
These go 20
So that's those ports in the back. Okay. So it's probably very complex inside that
It is
cabin.
very complex inside, but boy, the results are clear.
Right.
This is the manufacturer right here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Jason.
Cristiano, nice
Cristiano, I was just asking about your speakers.
Hello.
Jason, how you?
Cristiano.
Hello.
Audio junk.
Audiophile junkie, yes. Yeah, I was just asking. I didn't know these were transmission lines.
Yes, they are.
And then
Come,
they-
I show you something.
Yes.
If you stick right in the front of the speaker,
Uh-huh.
you gotta this way.
Yeah.
You can see the two ports.
Yes, I see
of
them.
the
Yes, I
transmission
noticed them,
line,
yeah.
okay? And the
Why is it
transmission
two
line-
ports?
Two ports. I'll
Yeah.
show you on this side. They come from this side. It goes like this. One. And
Yes,
two,
okay,
and go
gotcha.
Okay? The
Interesting.
transmission line is very important in the speaker because generally the transmission line give you a very deep bass, but everything is so controlled.
And kind of more in phase, I guess, than a normal port. But yes, I love transmission line bass. It's just very difficult for a cabinet.
It's
People
very
don't want to.
difficult.
People don't want to go
It's
through
very
that.
difficult to design a transmission line speaker.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, kudos to you on doing this. What's the price point on this?
82,000.
82. Yeah, for that much cabinet inside. Yeah,
This actually is equipped with a diamond.
diamond tweeter and then Accuton.
Sure.
So you're not sparing any expense.
This is a poor ceramic member,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a sandwich of aluminum.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Very impressive. No, you're not skimping on anything because when people see a normal box, they don't realize a transmission line how much goes inside. So yeah, really cool outriggers too.
One thing very important in these speakers that we are using top line of the Moondorf component for the crossover.
For the crossover parts.
We are
okay.
using the Silver Gold Supreme
Okay.
for the crossover, which is very important.
There, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
This gentleman is making a very
I'm
interesting thing.
Silvano.
Oh, okay. Yes. Super. Okay.
Made in Italy.
Yes.
I produced this platform. Is the first platform at the world.
Oh, I've heard
that
about this.
Use only one spike. Use only one spike.
Everything else is
You see?
magnetic.
Magnetic only for the,
Keep it controlled.
Stabilizer.
Yes.
but all the energy to go in this.
That's very cool.
It's the first in the world. That's use only one spike.
Only one spike, and then your magnets are keeping it where it
And the
doesn't.
magnet is for
Right.
the horizontal case.
So yes, that's very cool. I've seen Clear Audio Magics before do magnetic, but
Yes,
not like
it's
this.
possible
Yes.
to drive the
Yes.
tour and this.
That's very cool.
Actually,
And then of course the Western Electric. Yeah. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, this is the Western Electric 91E. This is an integrated amp.
Yes.
And it's 20 watts a channel out of just two 300B
Okay.
tubes, which is pretty much unheard of.
Right.
It comes with two phono stages, a moving magnet,
Really?
and a coil built in, Bluetooth availability, and
What's the price on that?
You're not going to believe it.
Okay.
12,000.
Really? Just the chassis
11,900.
alone.
I know.
The chassis alone would be marked up usually 5-10 times, and that would put it in the $50,000 range.
At least.
Yeah.
And this, every bit of the Western Electric stuff is made in the U.S.
So that's an amazing price for that chassis alone. But then
I
when you
think
get the
it's-
pedigree,
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest steals, I think.
And
Just
the
on
nice
parts
thing-
alone, I know what these parts cost, and I know what these chassis cost.
And to get two Western Electric 300Bs thrown in.
And they're the modern ones that they're doing even
Yes,
better.
the new ones.
Yeah.
And they have a 5-year warranty on them,
Yes, exactly.
Which nobody else does.
There's no reason to go and look for old Western Electrics anymore.
No.
I think you can get the newer ones. You're going to get the warranty, and
And you're going to get the sound.
Arguably
it's gonna be
superior.
a little less costly. They're also coming out with a new amplifier that will kind of phase these into the background.
okay.
But they're driven by a singular 308B tube. And the 308 looks like it should be shot out of a cannon.
Okay.
It makes a 1610 look small.
Really? Okay.
Yes. They're 14 inches tall and almost 4 inches in diameter.
Cool.
And
They give off a lot of heat or not?
Yeah,
Well, any
you
big
know,
tube,
but
but-
not too bad.
This is not much at all.
No, especially even without the glass there, you're not going to feel a lot. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
mind touching this. It's they run a little cooler than say an 845 or something like that for sure. But this new amplifier is going to be 125 watts per channel SCT,
Wow. That's
full on SCT.
wow.
And that I don't think anybody's ever really.
Not that much power. When is that going to be available? Is that in Munich or?
It might. We are supposed to get. We're going to have the first pair.
Okay.
As a distributor, we ordered a set for ourselves. I think we're looking at June. So
Okay.
I don't know if they'll make it to Munich. We'll be.
I'd
there.
love to hear that when you get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal piece.
Okay.
We had the prototype just with static display at Capitol.
Okay.
And everybody was just it's aesthetic architecture follows this chassis. It looks
Okay.
mates up to this really well, but it's just about as big as these are.
Okay. I'm not much of a review channel. I mainly just chronicle my life and what I own, but
Well,
I might be
watched
interested.
your
Yeah,
channel.
I might be interested in trying those out
Well,
for potential for myself, actually. So
Okay.
let me know when they're out.
We will.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
my
By
emails.
the way, I liked your outfit last
Okay.
night. Much better. That.
I had to step it up last night. I was getting grief, but I gotta
Girl.
I gotta go for comfort during the day.
I don't think
so.
anybody could give you any grief about that
No,
outfit.
no,
last
give me
night.
grief during the day that I'm not dressed up enough.
Enough,
So
yeah.
then I do it at night. So, yeah, glad you liked it.
Oh,
Love
I
this
did.
stuff.
You walked by and I went,
Yeah.
Jason's on top of this. Man. He's got the
Yeah.
style.
Well, when I can drive to a show, I can bring more stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff won't fit in a suitcase.
Where do you live?
Houston.
Oh, you're in Houston.
Yeah.
I
So.
have 2 kids and 8 grandkids down there.
Okay. Yeah. I love it down there.
I'm
But
the only non-Texan in my family.
well, I'm also building an Airbnb in Fredericksburg.
Oh, well,
And so,
town.
yeah, and so immediately I'm going to be stocking that with different types of ilk of gear of people and gear that I recommend. So immediately when you started telling me about 125 watt SET, I'd love to be the first to have that somewhere where people can hear it. So
Yeah.
let's stay in touch.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful gear, beautiful price points too for the quality.
Well, now the 308, these are 120 a pair.
120 a pair. Okay.
So there's a gap price-wise.
Sure.
But this is just a
Yeah.
monstrous undertaking.
No, those were in Tampa with the YGs. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. We have
Yeah.
all 4 of them hooked up there. But
But this for a lot of people could be more than enough.
You know what? I'm at the age now where
You're not cranking it, yeah.
Well, I'm also within the next few years need to scale down.
Yeah.
And I'm in my 70s now.
Yeah, so
I have one of these,
Uh-huh.
and I have it purely as my starting point for my scaled down system.
and a lot of people use subs now to take the load off of your amps and your speakers, so those have amps with them. So yeah.
Well, I run Odeon Carnegie
Okay.
horns,
Okay.
and they're 97.
Oh, so yeah, this is more than enough.
I ran 2 shows with this amp, Calf and Tampa, with the Odeon Sempers, which are the second from the top.
Yeah.
And people just were like, this sounds unbelievably good. And with the turntable that I had, this amplifier and the Semper, the Odeon Sempers, I think the price of the entire system, not the racks and all the attendant stuff, was quite literally right at about $110,000 for a fabulous sounding little system.
That's cool. Well, definitely a great demo. Let's stay in touch. Definitely interested when that comes out. Take care.
I'm gonna get started.
Jack, that's the kind of thing that I would say that's never happened.